And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier Season 1, Episode 3. Big moments happening here. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the episode. So let's talk about it. So we know from the last episode that this organization, terrorist organization, whatever they call themselves, they, they basically stole what seems to be a recreation of the super soldier formula, which basically helped make Captain America, Bucky, and of course Isaiah, I believe the character's name, who was Bucky's mentor, who was the first African American Captain America, way before Steve Rogers. So Bucky and Sam, they need to figure out where is this coming from? Who is supplying the formula? Who has the map towards it, building this formula? Because when the super soldier formula got first created, Captain America, when the professor who gave him the formula, he died back in World War II. So who has it now? They still don't know. Which leads them to basically getting some help from an old enemy of sorts. And not just any enemy, an enemy that everybody wants pretty much dead. And that's the Sokovian man himself, known as Baron Zemo. That's right, Baron Zemo shows up in this episode, helping Bucky and Sam, trying to figure out who is supplying the super soldier formula and what is their agenda for it. So Bucky decides, hey, listen, I got a plan. Let's break out Zemo out of prison, because he's locked up in prison. Sam's like, bad idea, can't do it, no. And it ends up happening anyway. They all end up deciding that they need each other's help to figure out why this is happening, who's supplying these super soldier serums, and they need to put a stop to it ASAP. Baron Zemo, he has a history as well. He doesn't want super soldiers. He doesn't want superheroes. He doesn't want any of that stuff. So he has his own agenda. So we get to see him teaming up with Sam and Bucky, and they end up running into an old friend as well. They end up meeting Sharon Carter, Agent 13. And seeing Agent Carter come back here is pretty cool as well. We get to find out what happened to her after the whole Civil War events. She became an outcast. She had to flee the country after helping out Sam and Captain America, prior to everything happened before the blip. So she's on the run. She's off the grid. She can't go home to her family, which does include her father. Possibility maybe Captain America being her uncle, but we don't know about that. So we just leave it at that. So who knows? Anyway, and they end up going to this country where I guess the laws don't really apply, where you can just go there. There's really no legal laws there. It's kind of like being like in Pinocchio, where the boys, they go into that pleasure island place. They can do whatever the heck they want, trash the joint, and it's kind of like that without the repercussions. Well, repercussions if you mess with the wrong person who says, "Oh, I'm in charge," or "This person's in charge." So they go there, they get information about who might be the scientists behind it. They find this woman, then they find out the name of the person who's supplying the super soldier formula, named Power Grid, I believe they called him. And they gotta find that guy. Find him, they could probably shut it down for good. Because remember, the terrorist organization, that girl, that main, terrorist girl, she has the super soldier formula. The serum. She has it. Her radical teammates also have it as well. They have whatever's left of it, I guess. So, and of course, you got the scientists that they meet up, and they find out, yeah, Hydra wanted more formulas. Then after the whole, Winter Soldier debacle, the government, the CIA, wanted their own version of the super soldier formula. Typical stuff. So there was that. That was pretty interesting. Scientist ends up being dead, so no loss in there. Maybe we get some cool action scenes with Sharon Carter. She just, tries to buy the team some time to talk to the scientists. And then we get to a point where Zemo kind of kills the scientist. Kill the brains behind the formula. Nobody can figure out the code for it anymore. You know, so you might as well, if one person can't have it, you might as well kill the other person who has the information. Kill him if you have the information. You don't need him anymore. So without the formula's head doctor, what are they going to do? They're going to go to the only person who actually has the formula or the serum inside their system. And that's that girl. So now I'm pretty sure the next episodes moving forward, we're going to have to see them try to either find the girl who has the formula inside her system, either protect her or get it out of her some way. She actually, in this episode, went a little bit more darker than she normally is because we're all peaceful protester people. She ended up killing a bunch of people because, you know, they're starting to get more desperate. Now that they realize that they're the only ones with the super soldier formula inside them, their worth is more valuable to them. So they decided they need to send their messages out more clearly. And, you know, just because they're like kind of like teenage young adults people, you know, maybe people don't take them seriously. But they prove that they can be taken seriously and be very threatening. And of course, the very end of the episode, which was like, okay, something's really going to be going down. Because now we have a problem with Bucky. Bucky's idea was to break out Zemo because he needs his help. Even Sam was like, hey man, a lot of people want him dead, including the people of Wakanda. Remember, in Civil War, he was framed for blowing up the embassy by Zemo, killing King T'Chaka. So one of his loyal subjects shows up, talks to Bucky, he's like, I want Baron Zemo. I want to kill him. Because they still want revenge. And we got to see that. That was very cool for the ending. So what does that actually mean moving forward? No idea. Is Black Panther going to show up? Obviously not, but, you know, his followers can. His second in command, or actually his third girl in command, shows up, asks Winter Soldier, where is Zemo? Because I want to take him back for Wakandan justice. So, yeah, they want to kill him. They want to take him back to probably Wakanda and give it up for good for what they did to the king. So, that's going to be very interesting moving forward. But the episode, like I said, was cool. We saw Sharon Carter. She has some big secret as well. Like I said, she can't go back to America because she's kind of like a wanted criminal. Sam says she's going to get her immunity, so hopefully that happens. I would assume it will happen, but only time will tell. But she is keeping some big secret. We end up seeing her disappearing in a car with some people saying that, oh yeah, I'll explain to you guys later. So she's up to something. We all know Baron Zemo can't be really trusted. He ended up helping the team so far, but I'm pretty sure he has his own agenda. My guess is he wants to, if there's even a ounce of a formula left, maybe he wants to use it on himself, even though he says he doesn't want super soldiers anymore. But if he becomes a super soldier himself, it'll be more easy for him to take out other super soldiers. Just a guess, but we'll have to see how that plays out moving forward. And now he has more enemies out there, not only these people who have the super soldier formula and powers. He's got Wakandan people coming after him now, so, you know, Baron Zemo better be careful with Bucky and Sam. Now Sam and Bucky are probably going to be, you know, torn with helping either Zemo protect them to help them figure out what's going on with this cure, or turn them into the Wakandans and hopefully they don't kill them all at the same time while trying to get the Zemo. So that's going to be interesting seeing that. But overall, cool episode. Not so much a lot of action in this episode, but just for the story point of view, I liked it because it does make the story move up forward more. Trying to figure out who has these super soldier formula, and also who is this power grid guy or girl. So that's going to be interesting seeing who that person is. And only time will tell. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much and have a good day.